we're going to think now you were making things bigger in the last video by 10 or by 100 times the size of the original. Now our original is still 50,000, right? But we're going to be shrinking the 50,000. So we're going to make it 1/10 the size first. Now in a fraction, when you see 1/10 of the size, secret, it's like a little piece of magic here. This fraction is really just telling you that it's a division problem. So all a fraction is, right, is a division problem. So if you have 1/10, it's really read as 1 divided by 10. So if we want 50,000 to be 1/10 the size, we're going to divide it by 10, hence our division sign. So here we are with our 50,000, right? But this time we want to make it smaller by 1/10. So we're going to shrink it or divide it one place value spot smaller. So we have our biggest number of value in the 10,000s spot. We're going to move it or shrink it one place value spot. So we put our 5 and we fill in with our zeros, and it's now whoop, one place value spot smaller, or 1/10 the size at 5,000. So to do our zeros trick, right, if we get down to the basic problem, we can kind of pretend like these zeros, right, with the blue lines under them are covered up. They're not there for a moment, and we get down to our basic fact, which is 5 divided by 1, 5. And then we go back and we look at our zeros and we can say, all right, well, we started with 1, 2, 3, 4 in the top and 1 in the bottom. And since we're shrinking, we're dividing, we essentially are canceling out a 0 from each. So that leaves us with 1, 2, 3 total zeros. And in our problem here, our answer, you see we have 1, 2, 3 total zeros. Go ahead and pause the video and make these notes appear on your paper. So now we're going to think about doing 50,000, and our grand finale is we're going to divide it by 100, or we're going to take 1/100th of the size. And you remember that all a fraction is a division problem. You read it from top to bottom, just like the page of a book, right? So we have 1 divided by 100. We're making it 100 times smaller, or 2 zeros smaller. So on your paper, go ahead, if you feel ready, try it on your own and see if what appears after we finish this video matches what you think is what it's going to turn into. So here we have our zero strategy. So if our hypothesis, right, is that it's going to equal 500. 100th the size of 50,000 is 500. So let's see if it matches. So if we kind of cross out in our minds these zeros, right, we have all these zeros, and we want to just kind of cover them up so that we have our basic fact. Our basic fact becomes 5 divided by 1. Well, 5 divided by 1 is 5. So then what we're going to do is we're going to look at these zeros, right? And since we have zeros in the top here of 50,000 and the bottom number of 100, as we're dividing, they almost cancel out, right? So we are going to cancel out these zeros because we're making it smaller by a tenth. And then we're going to but again, we have another 0 we can cancel out from 100, and we have another 0 we can cancel out from 50,000. Ooh, we don't have any more zeros down here to cancel out. So since we can't it's legal to cancel them out, since whatever you're doing to the top number 50,000, you're canceling it out with a bottom number, a 0 from the bottom number. So we don't have any more. We just have a 1 left down here. And there's not a 1 up here to cancel it out. So we end up with 1, 2, 3. Sorry, that was canceled out. 1, 2 zeros, 1, 2 zeros. So either strategy that you use, right, the place value chart or the canceling, you will get the same thing. Make sure your notes match. You'll have a chance now to practice on your own.